So you guys know how to route all the signal and stuff?
I forget, honestly.
Okay. Is anyone, like, are you familiar with it?
To route from the patch bay?
Basically starting, so if we have the mic out there, we want to get sound in here.
So you send it to something, you have to route it up there, but don't you have to like send it to allow the signal to go up to the matrix?
Yeah. So let's start from the beginning. So what we'll do is, where we have them plugged in out there, it should be where they're hitting the desk. So what we'll do is, by default in this mode, if you're mix, all the inputs are going to be flipped to line. So what we want to do is we want to switch those over to mics, because we're going to use the mic pre.
Okay, so you can flip.
And so since we have U87s, those are going to need phantom. Okay. So phantom. And usually I leave the faders down, and like that's the last thing I'll touch. So phantom for both of those. And it's basically going to come down the chain, so you can use your compressor or gate, EQ, and then send off the aux. And then technically, if we give, so flip them to mic, give them phantom power, and then give them some gain. So usually like 10 o'clock is a pretty decent amount.
Wait, when you say flip them to mic?
So by default, it's going to start like this, in line. So the signals out there are microphone, so we need to flip those from line to microphone. We need to give them power, because they're condenser mics, 48 volts, and then give them a little bit of gain through the preamp. So
And is that the same as the input level?
it's basically, the microphone is at such a low level, you have to give it a little bit of gain. Yeah, so this is basically a preamp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then input will be like going into Pro Tools kind of thing. So give it gain, you can use your EQ and all that shit, and then basically if you push it up, you should have signal coming through, panning it left and right. So right now, we'll be hearing this, but we're not really tracking it because we have to route it to Pro Tools. But right now we're mixing, so it's basically we're going to hear it if someone's out there playing. In fact, let me just